Imagine a single curse that ignites a man's soul. His name doomed to burn for eternity. In Makkah's searing sands, 1,400 years ago, a prophet stands atop a mountain, his voice a thunderclap of truth. But his uncle, swollen with pride, roars in defiance, "Perish you! May your hands be ruined!" His words strike the heavens. Yet the heavens strike back, sealing his fate in the Qur'an's eternal fire. This is Surah Al-Lahab, the flame. A chapter that exposes hatred, shatters pride, and proves the miraculous precision of Allah's word. Why did Allah name Abu Lahab and Jamil in his eternal book? And how does their war against the Prophet mirror the battles in our own souls? Stay with us. This story of fire and faith will grip your heart. If you're captivated by stories that ignite your faith and connect you to the Qur'an's depths, hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications. Join our global family of truth seekers on Revelation Stories TV. Your support fuels these cinematic journeys. Let's explore the divine together. To grasp the fire of Surah Al-Lahab, we step into Makkah's beating heart, a city of tribal honor and idol worship, where the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family, carried the torch of divine truth. This was Jahiliyyah, ignorance, where wealth-crowned kings and family ties were sacred. Yet here, Allah revealed his final message, shaking pride and power to their core. Surah Al-Lahab, or Surah Al-Masad, the 111th chapter of the Qur'an, is a Makkan surah revealed in the Makkan period, likely in its later years, as noted in classical Sirah accounts. Its 5 verses carry seismic weight, a divine condemnation of Abu Lahab, the Prophet's uncle, and his wife, Jamil. Abu Lahab, whose real name was Abd al-Uzza, servant of the idol al-Uzza, was nicknamed Abu Lahab, father of the flame, either for his fiery complexion or his blazing temper. Jamil, sister of Abu Sufyan, wielded beauty and influence, but her heart burned with enmity. The spark ignited when Allah commanded the Prophet to warn his kin, Qur'an 26:21-4. He climbed Mount Safa, crying, "Ya Sabaha!" a call of alarm. The Quraysh gathered, trusting Al-Amin, the trustworthy. He warned of the hereafter's punishment, urging worship of one God. Abu Lahab's curse, "May you perish," triggered Surah Al-Lahab, its past tense words God's promise of his ruin. Narrations from Al-Bayt, like those of Sheikh Haider Hobala, explain Abu Lahab's hands as his nullified power. Classical scholars like Ibn Kathir highlight the fulfilled prophecy of his unrepentant end. This wasn't just a feud, it was a psychological clash. Abu Lahab's resistance mirrors what we now call reactance, a reflex to defend one's ego when truth threatens it. This surah is a mirror, reflecting human nature and divine justice through Qur'an, Hadith, and Ahlul Bayt wisdom. Let's walk Makkah's sands, where a single moment sparked a revelation that burns through time. Picture the Prophet, peace be upon him and his family, a man of unblemished honor raised by his uncle Abu Talib after losing his parents. When Jibril brought Allah's message, the Quraysh's world trembled. The turning point came on Mount Safa. The Prophet climbed its rugged slopes, his heart heavy with duty. He called out, "Ya Sabaha!" a cry that froze Makkah's bustle. Merchants left stalls, women paused chatter, children stopped games. The Quraysh trusted Al-Amin. He asked, "If I warned of an enemy army behind this mountain, would you believe me?" They shouted, "Yes, you are the truthful." Then he delivered the blow. Worship one god or face a severe punishment. The crowd's faces shift, confusion, then anger. Abu Lahab steps forward, his ruddy face glowing like embers. Abu Lahab, a titan of Quraysh, could not endure it. His nephew dared to shatter idols, to defy traditions, to pierce his pride. In fury, he thundered, "Tabat yadaka, perish your hands," a curse of ruin hurled at the prophet. But Allah overturned his curse with a decree of fire. Tabat yada Abi Lahabin watab. Perished are the hands of Abu Lahab, and he is ruined. Not a wish, but a verdict, spoken in the past tense, carved into eternity, sealing his name in the Qur'an as a monument of arrogance and downfall. This wasn't just anger, it was a battle within. Abu Lahab's outburst reflects a human struggle, what we now call reactance, a reflex to defend one's ego when truth threatens it. His wealth, status, and tribal pride clashed with Tawhid's call. His cruelty deepened. In the markets, he stalked the prophet, jeering before the crowds, "My nephew has lost his mind." His venom spread like fire as he roused reckless youths to pelt stones, their cruel laughter echoing through the alleys of Makkah. Worst of all, in a blow that cut to the heart, he commanded his sons, Utbah and Utayba, to cast off the prophet's daughters, Ruqayya and Kulthum, radiyallahu anhuma, tearing apart the sacred bond of family for the sake of spite. Jamil, his wife, was no bystander. Her beauty masked a venomous heart. At night, she scattered thorns on the prophet's path, hoping to wound his feet. She incited the Quraysh, mocking the prophet as Mudammam, the dispraised one, to fuel their hatred. Her actions fueled her husband's fire, earning her the title Carrier of Firewood. She did not merely stand beside her husband's fire, she fed it, stoking the blaze of enmity until the Qur'an itself branded her the carrier of firewood. In the Makkah period, Allah revealed Surah Al-Lahab, a 5-verse thunderbolt. Let's unpack it cinematically. Verse 1. Tabat yada Abi Lahabin watab. His hands, symbols of power, are doomed. In Arab culture, hands meant action, striking, or defending. Allah declared them broken. Verse 2. Ma'agna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab. His wealth and gains avail nothing. Abu Lahab boasted, "My riches will save me." But as Imam Ali taught, worldly wealth deceives like a mirage, vanishing without faith. Naj al-Balaga. Verse 3. Sayaslana naran data Lahab. He enters a flaming fire, the Lahab echoing his name, a linguistic masterpiece. Verse 4. Wa imra'atuhu hammalat al-hatab. Jamil, the firewood carrier, fuels her own torment as she fueled hatred in life. Verse 5. Fi jidiha hablun min masad. Her prized necklace becomes a palm fiber rope in hell, her pride turned to punishment. The miracle? Prophecy fulfilled. Abu Lahab lived years after the surah, yet never repented, his doom sealed. After Badr's defeat, he died. Some say of grief, others of a plague-like illness, his body left to rot, untouched by his sons. Jamil's end mirrored her malice, her legacy tied to ruin. Yet hope persists. Some of their children, like Durra, embraced Islam, guided by Allah's mercy. The flames of Makkah still burn in our lives today. How often do we fuel others' negativity? A friend gossips and we say, "Tell me more." A spouse vents and we stoke their anger. This wasn't just a family feud, it was a psychological clash. Abu Lahab's truth threatened his ego, a classic case of cognitive dissonance, when truth sparks denial. The Quran warns, fuel evil and you share its fire. Imam Ja'far as-Sadiq taught us to purify our hearts from such poisons. Bihar al-Anwar. The heavens roared as truth prevailed. After Badr's triumph, Abu Lahab crumbled. Some say grief consumed him. Others, a festering illness took his life. His body lay rotting, shunned by his sons, buried by strangers under stones. Jamil, chained to her husband's hatred, sealed her fate. The Qur'an brands her the carrier of firewood, condemned to bear her own fuel in hell with a rope of palm fiber tightening around her neck. Her pride turned to punishment. Scholars explain that this surah itself is a miracle of the Qur'an. It condemned Abu Lahab while he was alive, and history proved every word true. Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq, peace be upon him, also taught that hatred of the Prophet's family brings Allah's wrath, linking this surah's lesson to a universal truth. This eternal flame of punishment stands in stark contrast to the eternal light of Ahlul Bayt. While Abu Lahab burned with rage, Imam Hussein faced hatred with unwavering patience at Karbala, his sacrifice a beacon of faith. Two paths, one to fire, one to divine mercy. Which will we choose? Surah Al-Lahab's fire warns us, purify your heart, embrace the Prophet's light and his Ahlul Bayt. If this story stirred your soul, like it, share your thoughts below, and send it to someone who needs its lesson. Subscribe to Revelation Stories TV for more cinematic revelations.